Sun in aspect to Neptune. If your sun is in aspect to Neptune, you are radiating Neptunian energy from the core of your very being. No matter what your sun sign may be, you're going to have a very foggy and dreamy feel to you. And it might be a little bit hard to remain grounded here in the present. Because Neptune rules spiritualism and a little bit of confusion and martyrdom, um, you're going to be somebody that is definitely spiritual at your core, yet at the same time, you might be somebody that could potentially be taken advantage of. And I would say that's pretty much true for any of the aspects. Even if it's a more positive aspect like a trine or a sextile and Neptune was working more so in your advantage, there's still some negative implications of Neptune that can kind of be frustrating sometimes just because it is so free flowing. You can't contain Neptune, much like water in general. Mixing Neptune in with the energy of your sun, regardless of what aspect that is, you're just becoming this very free flowing being. It might be a little bit hard for you to remain grounded in reality. It might be hard for you to kind of face the music sometimes and see things realistically the way that they actually are. But at the same time, if you do have a more earthy sun, like Capricorn or Taurus, and your sun is, say, conjunct Neptune, it's going to give you a very interesting feel to that earthy energy. Highly compassionate beyond what a regular earth sign, sun sign would be. So your sun in aspect to Neptune will give you this dreamy Neptunian fog that you're living in, but it's also going to make you a lot more intuitive. It's going to make you a lot more sensitive and compassionate, regardless of what your sun is. Although there's a good chance that in this day and age you would probably hide it, there's also the possibility that you might feel kind of like you are living in an alternate reality, just because Neptune really does fog and cloud our vision in a lot of ways. So, mixing Neptune in with your sun, your entire being has a very otherworldly feel to it, a very mystical feel. Um, and things might be hard for you to just decipher in general. You may kind of be the kind of person who people have to approach with kid gloves in a sense, just because you will be very, very sensitive. Now, depending on your sun sign, obviously, that could definitely change. You could have something that would make you a little bit more tough, and maybe the watery compassionateness would just aid in that. But really, just your sun in aspect to Neptune, whether that be a square, an opposition, a trine, a conjunction, um, a sextile, whatever, it's going to give you just a very Neptunian hue. You are going to be born with rose-colored glasses, even if you do not want to admit that to yourself. So yeah, that is the sun in aspect to Neptune. Hope you enjoyed it.